6:15, and it appears that we're one shy of a quorum. So at this time, I'd like to entertain from the, I guess would be the host, or those that are going to be making the presentation, that would be Norma. If you would like to give your presentation now, or would you like to reserve it and just wait till we have a quorum? I'll allow you either way.
You still there, Norma?
I think you're on mute, Norma.
Yeah. On mute and no video.
You know, Dan, while we're waiting for Norma, was Eric able to find the minutes, to at least read back the minutes for the benefit of Jose and Priscilla?
Josie.
Mr. McGee, can you all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know what happened to my video and I'm not able to. Can we leave that presentation for next time?
Absolutely, that's your discretion. So we have no problem with doing that. We'll just hear your presentation at the next meeting, should we have a quorum.
Okay.
Okay.
I have here the minutes of the discussion for the committee for the downtown parking. You want me to read it?
Sure, Dan, if you don't mind.
Okay. It says the visitors, Ms. Iglesias, Mr. Ceballos, gave their feedback and point of views on how they would want to see a sub ad hoc committee formed and for downtown stakeholders to be part of this committee. It says the members agreed on a subcommittee and have stakeholders involved. It would consist of 3 members of the TTSAC, it's your group, and stakeholders would take part in this subcommittee. They came to an agreement that they would volunteer to be part of it. We'll follow up in the next meeting. Motion by Jeff Wigg, seconded by Mr. Valentin Cuellar. So in favor 5, against 0. So the motion passed.
Right. So at this point, or afterwards, we discussed the possibility of who might be interested in serving on that 3-member team. And I believe it was, do you have any of that information, Dan, of who was?
Not in the minutes, no.
Do we need to bring up an agenda item then to specifically discuss those that are wanting to serve on that committee? And then I understood that that they were supposed to contact us of when they were going to have their meetings regarding, you know, when we could be attending or join them in developing the committee.
Okay. We can put it as an agenda item for next meeting if you want.
I would certainly like to do that, if that's okay with you, Mr. Ceballos.
Yeah, I would, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. So it's been a while. I would like to put it out to the downtown folks and maybe lean on Priscilla to see who is interested from the downtown folks to join on that committee. I'm certainly still full, but I want to make sure that we can reach out to the larger group and invite them so they're aware.
Okay, then if you go ahead and hit your mute. We're still getting an echo.
Yes. So there's some, there you go.
Okay. So then we'll go ahead and do that. Dan, if you would go ahead and have Erica put on the agenda so that we can discuss it and establish the members that are interested in serving on that committee and how we would participate with their group to bring forward the information that they needed.
Okay. I know Councilwoman Cigarroa had some items that she wanted to possibly present. I don't know if she's on the line or not. I know I saw it at Eseli earlier, if she's representing the councilwoman. But it was discussion and possible action, so I guess it's something we got to bring back next time.
Araceli, would you be okay with bringing that item back?
Yes, I'll let her know. I already actually was talking to her a while ago. Hi, Jeff.
How you doing?
Hi, everyone. I was telling her that explaining to her that I was joined the transportation, but you already have a quorum. So she said, "Oh no," I said, "No, they're trying. Believe me, they're trying. They're gonna give a few more minutes, and I'll let her know." Okay.
Okay.
We'll get it put it together for our next meeting, and we'll make sure that we push individually to be in attendance. So just pass that on to the councilwoman.
I will.
I have a quick question. I was also speaking with Councilwoman Cigarroa earlier on this, and do we need in order to avoid more time passing without addressing the issue, do we need a quorum to vote on maybe having an ad hoc committee between now and the next meeting?
Yes, unfortunately we would. That's part of the item that we would want to put on the next agenda that we talked about, is as soon as we do have a quorum, we also want to discuss the ability to maybe have less to vote or take any action on any item unless we have a quorum. So if let's say we have a quorum next week and there's 5 of us, we all agree that we can constitute a quorum to mean 4 people or 3 people. Then we can take action on items with only those limited number of people. But until we have 5 at this moment in time, we can't take action on whether we want to establish an ad hoc committee or anything that pertains to our business. So unfortunately, we can't, our hands are tied at this moment in time, but we have the ability, once we do have a quorum, to change that moving forward.
Okay.
So again, if you would express our gratitude to the councilwoman as well, to let her know we're sorry, we'd like to do that, but we just need the council support to remind their constituents that they've put in on this committee to please to make every effort to be in attendance, because it does allow us to, or it hand ties us up.
Attendance before, I believe we had even changed or written some rules and procedures on that. Not sure if we might want to circle around and bring that up again for the group as well.
Okay, I'll dig up some of the old stuff that I have on reports, and Erica, if you could do the same for yours in on any of the reporting that we talked about. Because yeah, I do recall we had said for how many misses and how many unexcused absences, et cetera, that we were going to allow. Okay.
Will do. I know they were implementing three strikes, I think. I'm not sure, but we can actually check, and some of the committees, we can check.
That would be helpful, Araceli, if you can pass that information on to Erica and Dan's office, that way they can convey it to us.
I'll make sure tomorrow with Erica to see which districts are missing, so we can pass it to City Sec and officially just for them to send a friendly reminder to specifically to transportation, but they can do it to other committees, right? But we'll send it with the group and kind of let me check. I know, I believe in some of our is three, and then you strike out.
What would be the earliest date, Eric and Dan, that we could have the next meeting?
Not really sure. I mean, as long as we have the posting 72 hours in advance, I'll check with the city secretary. I'll send everybody in the committee an email proposing some dates. You guys can let me know.
That would work as quickly as possible. I know that we have spring break coming up, but I obviously really don't want to wait a whole another month.
Okay. Well, why don't we look at the week after next?
Excellent.
Would that work?
Yes, sir.
All right. And just to recap, I'm going to bring these items back. These were all action items, which is the parking subcommittee, Then Councilwoman Cigarroa's items concerning promoting downtown and booting of vehicles left overnight, and the election of a committee chairman. And if anybody wants to add anything else, this is your committee, so let us know and we'll get that on there.
And just to let everybody know that you don't have to send it, I mean, or say it right now. If you think of something that needs to go on the agenda item, just before we get it posted, obviously. So
Right.
get to them as quickly as possible.
And
I'd like to thank, go ahead.
And sorry, and then we'll bring back the staff reports on the downtown study presentation. And then also the city entered into a contract with a collection agency to see about collecting some of the, actually, I think it's in the millions, isn't it, Norma? Over, Roger? It's over $1 million that is out there for us, way over, of uncollected fines and all that. Norma, Roger?
I believe she's having still submissions with her
Right.
application.
And actually, that one I might just personally, and you guys let me know if you want to, but just a quick history on that one is the city's ordinance as it currently reads is that the 10. So after but we rather not have our citizens have to be hounded by collection agencies to get our money. It's been out there for many years. So we could possibly, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, there's somebody that could do the collections on that in-house instead of out of a collection agency?
Well, it requires a lot of expertise, and we went out for RFQs on it, RFPs and proposals. And we had only one person, one company submit for it. And it's really based more of a contingency basis. If they collect money, they get paid. If not, they don't.
Correct. Okay. Thank you.
Give you information about how that contract is structured. We don't want to leave you in the dark about it. If you guys have had a chance to look at the guidelines of this committee, parking is included in there. So it's one of your areas to overlook.
I'll bring it forward at the meeting, and hopefully we have a quorum and we can make some headway on it and see what we can come up with some solutions.
All righty.
Anything else?
I've got just real quick question. To place an item, we need to send that to Erica, or who do we send that to?
You can send it to Erica and me. This is Danny McGee. Anybody here in traffic, we'll make sure we get it on there.
Okay, because I've got some items that Vanessa wanted me to talk about, but she'll get that to me so we can present it for the next meeting.
Yeah, and just so you know, we had, I guess, a custom, Jeff, if you want to call it, their tradition that each committee member would bring an item every so often.
Yeah, that's something, once we get our quorum, we can discuss as open discussion. What we had said in previous meetings was every meeting we opened it up for councilmen, so that we would hear one councilman's concerns per meeting, and we wouldn't get bombarded with too many things. So we want to conduct our business, then we would do that in open discussion. So that's something we can talk about when we bring it back.
Okay. And then I guess I don't want to make sure, I really thank you guys for attending, Mr. Ceballos, Mr. Iglesias. I'm sorry we didn't have a quorum, but same thing, if there's any items that you want to have discussed, just please call me. I think you may have my phone numbers, and I'll bring it to Jeff's attention.
Hi, everybody. This is Priscilla Iglesias with Laredo Main Street. I just wanted to come on here and just say thank you for including us in the conversation about this. We feel heard. We feel, listened to, and feel that we can have an open discussion about the policies and stuff that are going on in the downtown area. So we're appreciative of that, and we're excited to work with this committee and move forward.
Excellent. Well, thank you for taking the time. And I'm sorry we don't have a quorum, but we'll get you on eventually. Once again, thanks. I'd like to thank everyone for taking the time to be here. We'll push for
Let's do it.
our next meeting. And
Hey, Jeff,
yes, sir.
I'm really, really sorry. Just for the sake of erring on the side of caution, we received a public comment, and we want to read it into the record real quick before you adjourn, if you don't mind. I'm not sure without the quorum we should or not, but I'd rather have it in case.
Okay.
It's
Typically, we wouldn't want to hear any comments, but if you,
okay. Well, it's your meeting, sir. So
yeah, no, I because it probably refers to something specific, and it's an agenda item as well.
okay. So we'll save it for next time then.
Okay. You can advise the participant that that's what we're doing.
All right. We'll do.
Okay. All right. Thank you all very much, and we'll be back soon.